Today we will be testing the ATR uptick downtick indicator. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for Tradingview. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the ATR up-down tick indicator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 50 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 567 indicators, with 237 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test all these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Okay, so today's indicator is the ATR up-down tick indicator. And you can see it here on the bottom of the screen like so. Really what it is it is the ATR, and anytime it has a down tick, it shows up as being red. So let me see if I can go in and do this real quick. Just bump up the line weight there, make it a little bit easier to see. And so anytime it has a down tick, it will show the line as being red. Anytime it has an uptick, then it will show the line as being green. And so, I mean, basically, like I said, it is just a standard ATR. If we put the ATR on screen, you can see that it matches almost identical to the one up here, or it is identical to the one up here, just changes different colors. Well, I got to thinking maybe if we added another indicator to the ATR, maybe we could get something out of it. We never know until we try. And so what I did was I just added Bollinger Band to the ATR. So if you go here, click the little three little dots there at the end right there, and then add, and you can try to add any indicator you want to this, but only certain ones will actually will be able to be added to other indicators. And in this case, Bollinger Band was. And so what are we looking for? Well, what we are going to look for is when we get a breakout of the Bollinger Band, either to the upside or the downside. If we get a breakout to the downside and the ATR is red, then we are going to go short. If we get a breakout to the upside and the ATR is green, then we are going to go long. So that's kind of the setup. Let's go ahead and play around with this, see what we can get out of it, see if we can come up with something interesting. All right, so our first signal that we pick up was a breakout to the upside. You see that we get the break of the Bollinger Band, the upper Bollinger Band there, and the ATR was in the green uptick position. And so we entered there. Price pushes up pretty nicely there, getting us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, our second signal right here, we get another long, same setup. We entered in here, we get a push to the downside, a slight push there, kind of putting some heat on our stop, but wasn't able to get all the way down to the stop before it then makes a decent little push to the upside there, and that does go up and hits our take profit. So all right, what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. There and there. Let's go ahead and count this out and see what we get out of this. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have 12 signals all together, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And so that is going to meet the 60% criteria that we are looking for. Definitely wish it gave more trades than just the 12, but 12 isn't horrible. One trade a month, as long as you stayed in it for a week or two, wrote out a decent amount of the trend, then could be beneficial. Haven't quite figured out what the threshold needs to be. I think maybe at least 10 in a year for us to move on to the next step of the testing of that particular indicator. And so, yeah, surprisingly enough, as you can see, taking an indicator that wasn't meant really to be an entry indicator and maybe just adding a few things to it, making a few tweaks here and there, thinking outside the box, like I always say, and we was able to come up with something. Now, will this be able to sustain this win rate over a long period of time? I don't really know. Like I said, I just threw this indicator on screen, decided I would add something to it and give it a shot and see what happens, and this is what came of it. So yeah, very interesting result. Really wasn't sure what was going to happen, so surprisingly surprisingly happy with the result, I would say. So, all right, that's going to be it for this one. This one will go on the yes list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here.